welcome back to another Brian's Buds and Brews reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the new, actually I'm not going to spoil it yet, you're going to see. So when you think beer, what do you think? You think a lot of people in America are going to say the first beer they think of when they think of beer. This little blue guy right here, this little blue can, this little blue guy right here, Bud Light. That is, I believe, the number one still purchased beer across the United States. And generally, when people think of beer, they think Bud Light. It's cheap, it's not bad, it's easy drinking, and it's easily accessed around the world, or around the United States. So, but a little history lesson. So, Bud Light is a part of the Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, which is a little beer starting back in 1876, exactly 100 years after the founding of our great country, the United States of America. And ever since then, they've just been pumping them out. Stay popular. Like I said, most popular beer in the United States is, for a fact, by purchasing numbers, is Bud Light. Now, do you ever sit and say, man, you know what? I really don't want Bud Light. I want something a little, maybe slightly more heavier, maybe a little more taste, a little less water. Then what do you know? This little red guy, you got Budweiser, the king of beers. It says so on the damn can. Can you really argue with it if it's on the can? I guess you can't really. And then boom, so you got the Budweiser. A little heavier than the Bud Light, slightly more alcohol. The only thing we're missing to evolve off of this is Bud Light Platinum, and that's the real upgrade. But if you're ready to move for Bud Light, Budweiser does the trick too. Still smooth, still tastes good, everything you want of beer. Now, the real question is, what if Budweiser's just not doing it for you? Just doesn't have that little extra kick, that little extra taste you want. Maybe it's still not heavy enough for you, and maybe you're like, you know what? I need more from you, Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. I need more from you. Well, you know what they did? They went out and they teamed up with Jim Beam. Some of the best cheap bourbon that you can get your hands on. And boom. The Budweiser Copper Lager. I just picked this up yesterday. I tried one bottle yesterday, but it was very warm because they didn't have it refrigerated. I got a nice ice cold one right here, and we're going to give this one a shot. This is Budweiser Copper Lager, Jim Beam, aged on real Jim Beam barrel staves. Not only is this an upgrade in heaviness and flavor, but also alcohol content, which is up to a sturdy 6.2% by volume, which dwarfs the Bud Light in comparison by an entire 2%. The more you know. And you gotta think, that's a great idea. What took them so long to think of it? Beers came a long way, folks. Beers came a long way. The earliest recording known evidence of beer dates all the way back to 2050 BC, where archaeologists have actually found old, I don't know if it's like stone or like receipt in what is now known as Iran today, of a person buying best beer in dating all the way back to 2050 BC. So beer's come a long way, folks, and this is what we're at now. It's 2018. This is what we're at. So, without further ado, boom. Our cat for the collection. I give you the Budweiser Copper Lager in association with Jim Beam. You know what? It's pretty damn good. For what it is, for what you expect from Budweiser, for you want that heavier, you want that thicker, you want that extra, different flavors, different what's that word? Notes. Yeah. Oh yeah, smell. Oh yeah, I forgot to smell it. That's a beer right there, boys. That is a beer. Mm. This is a flavorful American copper lager brewed with 2-row barley and aged on real, not fake, real authentic Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves. For a toasted oak aroma, a deliciously nutty taste with caramel rye and vanilla notes and a smooth finish. You can't ask for much more. You can't ask for much more from Budweiser. They give you everything you asked for. You want a cheap, affordable beer? That's good. They give you Bud Light. You wanted to step up. You said, I'm tired of Bud Light. I need something else. I need something more filling. They gave you Budweiser. You asked for more still. Still you asked for more. Copper lager. Brewed and aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrels. What is next? What is next? What more do you want from them? That's the question I ask you today. That is the question I ask you today. What more do you want from Budweiser? I've yet to try the Budweiser Select, which actually came out before this. I just never got around to picking it up. But I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta have it. It just combines two great American legends in Budweiser and Jim Beam. It's got that good, ooh yeah. It's very smooth, actually, very smooth. Doesn't have that, if I'm not mistaken, this might have higher alcohol content than Platinum. I could be wrong though. I think Platinum's a 5.8 and this is 6.2, or is Platinum higher than that? Platinum might be 6.2 as well. Anyways, despite the higher percentage, you don't really get like a bite of alcohol. It's just there's so much flavor going on in this. It does have that a slightly nutty taste. And little caramel and vanilla notes. Smells like a good beer. This is just downright good beer, fellas. I don't really know what else to say about it. Go try it for yourself. I bought a 12-pack. It was barely more than, actually, yeah, I think it's barely more than what a 12-pack of Budweiser or Bud Light would cost you anyways. It was like $13, something like that. So prices may vary across the country, but very nice. Comes in these the shorter, chubbier, more stout bottles. And just nice design all the way around. I mean, just look at that. The classic. It's got the classic Budweiser white label, which also falls perfectly in line with the white label Jim Beam. And it's just good beer, fellas. We've came a long way since 2050 BC. This is today. This is 2018. It's time to start thinking about what kind of beer you're drinking. Delicious. 8 out of 10. Boom. There it is. If you haven't gotten Budweiser Copper Lager yet, do yourself a favor. Press that pause button or press that X in the top right corner of your screen. Close your laptop, close your phone, whatever you're on. Take your car keys, insert them in the ignition, and turn to the left. The vehicle should turn on. Move the ignition into drive, whatever you're driving, and go somewhere that's still open and get yourself a pack of Budweiser Copper Lager. Tell them Brian sent you.